It's Rachel and John, and it is late night. We're getting so close to the holidays, but
Too close.
We're really getting close to our holiday parade. But before we get into all of that, we want to welcome you to our podcast, welcome you to the radio show, the video, wherever you're consuming it. Make sure you know that most Fridays we are here at 5 Foster Plaza. We encourage you to come down, have a truly, have a beer, have a water, or some kind of snacks, or bring your own. We love an audience. But keep in mind, look on our Facebook page for the schedule, because over the holidays, we're taking off too.
True story. We will actually replay our parade. And if you don't know what our parade is, well, take a listen tonight, because Santa, the actual Santa, I know him, is here to talk about our 4th annual, actually, fake holiday parade. So we're excited for that. In the meantime, you did a couple of blog posts. One was right near your home. It is the Bellevue S-turn. And somebody called out and said, I live right there.
Right. So the S-turn, everybody should know that in Bellevue. If you get out to the west, the northwest area, I know Santa knows where that is. And Santa is not going to stop at this person's house, because that S-turn is crazy dangerous. Right. And there's a picture of a car, as you will see here. If you're watching the video or go on the blog, you can see the car isn't even close to parallel parking. I used my geometry knowledge and said they were isosceles parking.
You were really good at that.
They made a triangle.
You know what we're good at is making sure that you remember that the term Jagoff is a term of endearment most of the time, but we feel that it is our duty to call out people like this who park incorrectly in our city.
In the meantime, we use your Jagoff term as a term of endearment, because we got to interview a Harlem Globetrotter for the first time in our 9-year history.
Tell the story.
We got to interview a Harlem Globetrotter.
Tell it, John.
So Too Tall Winston, number 7, came to town, and we interviewed him over there at the Silver Street Alley next to the Warhol.
How about you hear the name? But the story is the Globetrotters have denied us an interview for years. And then finally, our friend Matt Fargo came through and said, would you like to interview a Globetrotter? And Too Tall is just amazing. He's not tall at all. I think I'm taller than him. And I wore my Mount Alvernia button from whenever I played basketball, and he liked it. So there you go. That was our fun for this week. Right. Even more fun is we are having one of our 412 folks in the studio, and we get to interview and acquaint with Sarah from Visit Pittsburgh. So welcome to YaJagoff Late Night.
Hi, thanks for having me.
We're so glad to have you. We were glad that we talked to you off camera to find out you do not host a podcast. We were feeling threatened.
No, I do not host a podcast, but I'm available for people who like the other podcasts.
We love it. We love it because we love having you. If you don't know what the 412s are, we have a little segment every week from various Pittsburgh folks who have a lot going on, like Visit Pittsburgh, and you deliver us what's going on, and there's so much happening in the city. But you're new to Visit Pittsburgh. Tell us how you're liking it.
I love it. Yeah, I've been there a little over a year.
Sure.
And it's great. I mean, I get to be in the center of everything that's happening in Pittsburgh, including, the NFL draft that's going to be coming soon.
Yes, we have talked to Jared about that NFL draft a gajillion times, and we're trying to pull more out of them and basically ask if we can do something. Is there deliver their water? We'll do anything to be a part of that.
I'll see if I can pull any.
We
string.
appreciate that. Yeah,
I would like to be with you there delivering water.
Yeah, but how amazing to know that Pittsburgh is at the forefront of something like that.
Yeah, it's really great. It's great to be at Visit Pittsburgh and see truly all that's going on behind the scenes. So yeah, it's fabulous.
Is selling Pittsburgh to the other parts of the country like going fishing at the Pymatuning fishery up there? It's just so easy to do. It's so cosmetically pleasing. We have so many things. Or is it really not that easy because we are in competition with other similar cities?
No, I mean, obviously it seems very easy to some regard because we love Pittsburgh so much and we know there's so many great things here. One of our kind of key phrases that we say a lot is Pittsburgh will surprise you. And I think there's just so many things here that people don't realize are here. And so it's really fun to get to kind of open people's eyes. And, I've been at events in other cities where we're kind of telling people about Pittsburgh and they're like, wow, I had no idea that you had the Andy Warhol Museum there and so many things. So it's great. I love it.
Yeah. And your background is journalism, correct?
Yeah.
That I got right.
Actually, speaking of the S turn that you were mentioning.
Oh, no.
You
lived there. You were the person who said.
Oh, my gosh.
No, I'm not familiar with that particular term, but it did make me think of, I worked in news for many years, and I remember thinking when I worked in newsrooms that it would have never occurred to me prior to that how many cars drive into buildings and houses.
Right.
And then
Great
when
point.
I worked in news, I was like, this is shockingly regular.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Wasn't there just a statistic? I swear I read something that was like, it's surprising that people are making fun of it, but it happens a lot.
Yeah, I think, also, I think Pittsburgh just has such like windy, crazy
sure.
roads. Sometimes there have been places where I've been driving where I'm like, yeah, okay, if you're going too fast, so you definitely would hit that house.
Yeah.
Or
over
maybe
there.
we just put our buildings way too close to the streets. Maybe
Whatever
I don't
you
know.
want to call it.
I don't know what that is.
Could be a
but-
combination of
There
things.
you
Well,
go.
you are going to join us every 5th week as a 412 doer, and you're obviously going to do that live here tonight. So you're kind of getting into the vibe of what we're doing here. And one of the things we do here is that we ask a question of the day. Do you know that? Like,
Look, you looked at me like, you told me the same thing 4 times and you never told me there's a question of the day.
Johnny said we've told you
I'm
the same
nervous.
things the last 4 years.
Well,
and
there
you
you
didn't
go.
tell me we were recording tonight.
There you go. There you go. So obviously we are, coming up on Light Up Night, Merry Karaoke, all those fun things that are happening here in our city. So when will we expect to hear Christmas music coming out of your place?
Oh, probably Friday after Thanksgiving.
Okay,
I've already
you're that
told
quick.
my husband. Yeah, I plan to decorate that day. I'm still clinging to my fall decor, so
same.
I'm holding off. But yeah, we may go get our Christmas tree Wednesday before Thanksgiving just to have it and then decorate it after, so we don't have to go into the Black Friday madness. But
That's smart.
my husband is very partial to a real Christmas tree, so can't get it too early because then it won't last. But
Totally
yeah.
understand. Yeah. And they're very expensive. So maybe it is smarter to go sooner than
That is true.
getting the rush.
They can be
very
pricey.
smart. Okay. Did you bring us a junk drawer gift?
I did bring a junk drawer gift.
The way tonight was going, I thought there's no
Right.
junk drawer gift.
No, I did remember that.
Nobody told me to wear gloves.
Is there a
Yeah.
story behind the junk drawer gift?
Not an interesting
Okay.
one, to be honest.
No worries. No worries.
I just, and true to me, I just picked what I
Whatever you
had
found.
nearby, which is a Benadryl itch relief stick,
Oh,
because
thank goodness.
I am a target for bugs.
Yeah.
I think my blood is sugar water.
Okay.
I get bug bites all the time, so this has helped me on many occasions.
Wow.
I love that. Thank you.
So
It's half used, right?
It is used.
Or completely
Yes.
used?
No, there's still some in there, but it
Okay.
does probably have some of my skin flakes on it just for you.
Oh, there you go. So the
That's
cool
what we
part
want.
is
That's
that
the junk drawer.
if this somehow makes it to my car and I get a stain on my shirt,
You're
I'm
gonna
going to
think that.
confuse this
I
from
know.
the Tide stick.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
Right,
just
so
don't do it.
Could go
I'll be
poorly.
wondering,
Please don't blame
why
me.
is it this itch going away? Because it's a Tide stick.
Sarah, where can
Yeah.
everybody find you and follow you online?
Oh my goodness. Well, I would say go to visitpittsburgh.com.
Easy.
Myself and many other people that I work with who are fabulous are constantly updating that site and our blog posts. So that's the best place for information. I don't personally have too much of a social
worries.
media following.
That's okay.
so-
Go to Visit Pittsburgh. And if you want to get your art on, we have something for you. So check out our latest video with our partnership with the Greater Pittsburgh Art Council. It's John and Rachel, and we are telling you, Pittsburgh, get your art on, you Jagoff. We even got hats for it.
Yeah, check it out.
I said beret. Don't miss the Pittsburgh Glass Center's current exhibit, Smash the Ceiling, Floor, and Walls. Take the broken shards and blow it back. This features the work of femmes and gender non-conforming artists and continues through January 2025. You also still have time to see Collections in Black, a celebration of Black comic book culture at the August Wilson African American Cultural Center. It's open through January 12th, but don't wait. You've got to check it out now. Another must-see exhibit this month is All Stars, a collection of 10 resident artists at Alma Lewis in Homewood. And make sure to visit the Mattress Factory before it's too late to view Latinx artist Andrea Pena's States of Transmutation. Check out their full list of events every week on their arts blog at pittsburghartscouncil.org.
Welcome to People's Clean Hydrogen Pilot Program. Here sits no ordinary container. It's a drop-in unit that transforms natural gas into clean, cost-effective hydrogen that could provide you with affordable, safe, and reliable energy with as few emissions as possible, removing carbon and making a product, not a pollutant. So no, it's no ordinary box. It's a powerful decarbonization tool, and just one of the ways Peoples is innovating the future of energy.
Mancini's Bakery, 97 years in business and still getting better. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you will see various Pittsburgh personalities like Gretchen McKay, Super Bowl MVP Santonio Holmes, KDKA's own Mary Hours, and WPXI's Jenna Harner, learning how to make the famous Italian twist bread. Follow Mancini Bakery on Instagram and Facebook, and remember to ask for Mancini's. You know me.
It's Rachel and John, and once again, we're back to late night, and we appreciate all of our guests. And all of our guests are special.
Yeah.
But this guest is super special.
Right.
All the way
everybody.
down from the North Pole, Santa is here.
John and Rachel, Merry Christmas. Let me be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas this year.
Oh, my, you really are the first one.
I really am the first. You know, it's not... There's nothing to be ashamed of getting ready for Christmas early. You know,
Sure.
Some people say, well, you have to wait for Thanksgiving for... No, you don't. I checked with several attorneys and a judge, and they looked through the law books. There is no law in the book that says you can't decorate before Thanksgiving. So it's less stressful. It's less because there's so many things to do between Thanksgiving and Christmas, especially if you have kids in school and they have shows and plays and shopping. So think about it, folks. I'm Santa Claus, and I hereby give you permission next year to decorate before Thanksgiving now.
Well, that was an easy thing.
Yeah.
Now I feel like
Right.
Okay to do it. Because I don't.
Right.
I'm a big Thanksgiving, not until after Thanksgiving. You won't even hear a Christmas song in my house till after Thanksgiving.
Well, Thanksgiving takes nothing away from Christmas.
Okay.
And Christmas takes nothing away from Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a day to be thankful. Now, I'm thankful every day, as
Sure.
I'm sure you are too.
Right.
And it's just this little spot where Abraham Lincoln decided years ago that we're going to be, as a nation, we're going to be thankful.
Okay.
But you could be thankful anytime. It just so happened Thanksgiving ended up right in between Halloween and
That is
Christmas.
Right, where we're fattening ourselves up.
Right.
Yeah.
Now let's talk Valentine's Day. I hate that day. Because you should tell someone you love them any day of the year.
You're right, Rachel. See,
Thank you.
We've got a thing going here.
Thank
Let's
you.
see.
I
Right?
Okay.
You know, Santa, you talked about some attorneys and such. Are they on your good list? And really kind of trying to get to, are we on your good list?
You and Rachel are definitely on my good list. I mean, you started up the parade right when the pandemic was going on, and they had quit the parade downtown. They had quit the parade, the WPXI holiday parade, and they had been doing that parade since 1981. Mm-hmm. And in 2019. None of us. I was always in that parade. I'm a parade veteran. I'm like the last remnant between that parade and your parade.
Yeah,
I'm the one carryover, the one take through of that parade. And in 2019, when we were finishing up the parade, and I'm the last guy in the parade, we're all saying goodbye to each other and hugging. I'm going to see you next year. Yeah, it's going to be great. We'll do it again next year. And then COVID happened, and the world kind of came apart, and there was no parade except for yours. You were like foolish enough to say, hey, we don't care about COVID. You had to parade in a secret location.
We did, yes.
And everybody wore masks except when they were on camera.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We did. Yeah,
Oh.
that's a true story. We did it in a parking lot in Manchester.
Yeah.
And it rained like crazy.
Yeah.
But it was worth it because we truly believe that has to carry on.
Mm-hmm. It did. I'm proud of you guys.
Well, thank you.
You picked
Santa's
up
proud of us.
How could I not be?
Good.
Oh, no, go ahead.
So this parade that we're so excited about, 4th year,
Yeah.
3rd year at the Block Northway. Mm-hmm. And what do you feel about it? What's the vibe that you get? Because you have been to all 4.
Oh, my goodness, Rachel. There's a lot of energy going on at the parade. People are happy and excited. They want to see the different acts. They want to see the different bands. And, it's kind of like, all right, Christmas is coming. Christmas is here. Look at this.
Yeah. Do you like the fact that it's not a traditional parade? So in case you don't know,
Yeah.
nobody marches in this parade. Instead, John and I get into a pickup truck. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And we actually drive to different stations. Now, I don't know if you know all the stations that we have this year, but we're going to rattle them off for you.
Yeah.
It changes from year to year.
It does change. That's
does.
right.
And I have to add, it's a very nice pickup truck, too. It's
Thank you.
nicely decorated.
It is.
It's
always decorated.
It's the
That's
nicest
right.
looking parade truck I ever rode in.
And it drives us to each of these stations.
Yeah.
So the stations are Mancini's Bakery, Jenny Lee Swirl Bread Bakery. You can tell we like to eat. And the Pittsburgh Pirates. Do you want to take one?
Sure. And we have the Pub on Wheels as a karaoke stop. Ooh. And on top of that, Grandpa Joe's. Now, who doesn't love Grandpa Joe's during the holidays? I know you prefer cookies, Santa, but candy's pretty good, too.
Well, a lot of kids ask for candy, too, even though it's just right after Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
They still
it
want
all
candy.
starts to blend together. But anyway, each of these stations then house, whatever you want to use, the various guests. So we have different performers from Mary Hours and Don Mike Mendoza, and the Bastard Bearded Irishmen are coming. So that's pretty exciting.
I heard some of their parents are actually married.
They are. Yeah, that's a true story. That is true.
Well done, Santa.
Very well done.
Yes.
So we have a ton of different guests. We also have, I don't know if you've heard of this person, Matt Hickey, who is world renowned for Caliente Pizza because he does pizza acrobatics with dough. And he's coming with it so that he can show everybody what he's doing.
Now, who wouldn't want to see that?
Who wouldn't want to see that?
Come on to the parade. You got to see all these acts. And
A go-kart. We're actually having a go-kart there. And you can actually use it and go around because there's a place called Three Rivers Go-Karting, and they're actually bringing one on site so that the kids can try it out. And speaking of kids, Pittsburgh will be there.
Okay, I have a little problem with the go-kart because
boy.
once the kids see the go-kart, they're all going to want one. And you know, the elves are busy
that
enough
is
up there
true.
and like, oh, man, we got to make how many go-karts now for the Pittsburgh kids?
That's a true story.
And Santa, I have to figure, speaking of the elves, I mean, it used to be like wooden cabins and things like that. You guys have had to sort of relearn all these things, how to make Xboxes and build all those things and TVs.
Yeah, sometimes we form that stuff out, you know. But I like the days when kids like toys. I mean, whatever happened to toys, you know? There was toy houses and doll houses, and there was toy soldiers and toy farms. And now, like, I get a little girl, she sits on my lap, and, oh, Susie, what do you want for Christmas? A cell phone? A cell phone? What are you going to do with a cell phone? I'm going to call my friends. Well, don't you see your friends at school? Yes. Don't you talk to them then? Yes. Well, what do you need a cell phone for?
Right. That's so true. And
Yeah.
Susie has such a squeaky voice. You just want to tell her
Yeah.
no.
So
Anyway.
Santa, the parade is the Not Your Average Holiday Parade, YaJagoff Parade.
Yeah.
And it is going to be at the Block Northway on November 30th at 10 o'clock until about noon. And I almost said midnight,
11:30,
Santa.
11:30.
And because then between noon and 2, you're going to take photographs thanks to the Museum of Illusions.
Yes.
And all the donations as people take their photographs are going to the Pittsburgh Emergency Medicine Foundation, which supports research going to all of our EMS providers and drugs, the things that you use, equipment that they use. So how about that?
You know, that's in true Christmas spirit because we're doing things for other people. You know, we're doing things for charity. So the parade has like another use too. Like it's not just entertainment, but we're helping people out. And that's the Pittsburgh way.
I love
It
that.
sure is,
so true.
Santa.
All right, so one last time, November 30th, 10 a.m. is the parade that doesn't move. We move and go to it. And we encourage you to come. Bring your parking chair. Hang out, sit down, watch it go by, or stand there and see what's going on. Pittsburgh Dumplings is going to be there, and he's going to have some food for everybody, as well as Scott Baker is going to have some of his bread. Nick Mancini always has his bread art, as you know, so I'm anxious to see what that
The man
this
is a
year is
genius.
going to be. Yes, he really is a genius. So we need you to come out to the block.
The one added note is that it's not your average holiday windows, YaJagoff.
There you go.
Windows.
Yeah.
Look, we love nostalgia. Gimbals, horns, Kaufmanns are all gone, but the Carpenters Union have built us some windows, and some nonprofits are going to decorate them like little diasporas, Santa.
Fantastic,
And they're going to
fantastic.
be able to vote with them a donation.
Every year it just gets bigger and better thanks to you, Santa.
I thought I heard somebody back there just yell, celebrate the Jagoff's parade. Wait a minute. That's not right. Who
Okay,
said
we'll
that?
take it. Yeah.
You're on the naughty list.
I like
don't,
to
don't
it.
say,
Yes.
don't talk like that.
Well, Santa, you've already kind of answered the question of the day, but basically, when can we expect to hear Christmas music out of your house?
Well, you know, I could show you my playlist, Rachel. I've got 600 Christmas songs
course
on
you
it
do.
Wow.
right now. Yeah, I've got like Christmas songs that like you're never going to hear all of them. You know,
Okay.
during the season, I've got like days. And
Okay.
days
Yeah,
with no
understood.
repeats. Yeah,
Okay,
so-
fair enough.
yeah.
What about a junk drawer? Does Santa Claus have a junk drawer?
Ooh, let me dig
Is
around
that a
in my
good question?
pocket
He didn't
here.
say good
Oh,
question.
I hear things jingling.
All right,
Yeah.
hold out your hand.
I hear those sleigh bells jingling, ding, ring, ding.
Oh,
they're so cute.
Oh,
This
And
is perfect.
he gave us buttons that say Santa Claus believes in me.
Yeah.
I love
yeah.
it.
And those go back to the days where department store and some of my Santa helpers who worked in those department stores, kids always got like a little gift or a little present or a little
leave behind,
button or
yeah.
a pin or maybe a coloring book or a comic book. And so from time to time, I like to give those out.
Nice. Well,
We love
Santa,
it.
we love that you give things out to us because we feel super special. Once again, it's the Not Your Average Holiday Parade, YaJagoff Parade, November 30th, 10 o'clock in the morning at the Block Northway. You got to be there. If not, you can watch it be streamed over Facebook, YouTube, and Trib Live.
There you go. And our friends Alyssa and Kelly are going to be there, as well as Joanne Harrop, and they're going to be helping us report at all of the stations. Next up, we are reporting on wrestling, and there's a really good deed happening. So stay with us on YaJagoff Late Night.
Santa from the top rope with an elbow smash.
Ho, 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 ho. Bring them on, bring them on.
It's so much fun. Can we start before you give us a little tour? But tell us a little bit the history of what brought this storefront, and then how is it connected to your family, which is so clear everywhere here.
It is my family, honestly. I wanted to bring an Italian store back to the Oakmont, Verona, Penn Hills area, and I wanted to bring in everything that is what I grew up with. So while we carry all of the everyday staples that you would purchase at any Italian grocery store, one of the things that I really wanted to focus on with the store was making sure that I worked with some importers to bring in very special products that you can't get anywhere else. Authenticity is very important to me, and I'm really big on clean ingredients, and I'm obsessed with everything that's in our food that shouldn't be. So I wanted to bring in olive oils and butters and pastas and sauces and things directly from Italy, directly from Greece, directly from Spain, that you can't get anywhere else.
Mancini's Bakery, 97 years in business and still getting better. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you will see various Pittsburgh personalities like Gretchen McKay, Super Bowl MVP Santonio Holmes, KDKA's own Mary Hours, and WPXI's Jenna Harner, learning how to make the famous Italian twist bread. Follow Mancini Bakery on Instagram and Facebook, and remember to ask for Mancini's.
Welcome to Fanatic. Can I take your orders?
You need a tap it?
No, we don't use this. We know how to yell the sandwich to cook. Here we go.
Dig in. It's John and Rachel. We love to dig into iconic Pittsburgh places like Permanis. So we brought our friends from People's Gas.
Please call at least 3 business days before you dig.
It doesn't matter if it's a big project or something small like a mailbox. Always call before you dig.
I called. We can dig in. So please call 811 3 business days before excavating so you don't have to call 911.
It's John and Rachel, YaJagoff Late Night. We did a little G-Chat. Tressa actually did it, and she's been finding all of these unique restaurants. It's fantastic, so check it out. But coming in 2025, we're going to get back to your Nana and your Bubba and your neighbor, all these amazing different recipes that we can track down. So thanks to Tressa for doing our G-Chat for this week. But in the meantime, we have to give a big thank you to Tracy because we have a wrestler on the set. So this is pretty exciting. Yeah, you look very scary today. So what I love about this person is that you are very much in character whenever you are a wrestler. However, you have a very big heart. Coming off of what Santa said, people always were into toys, into the things that they were into, like wrestling. And so you do a little bit of both. You are a wrestler and you have a toy drive coming up. So
and
welcome.
Wait, you
I was doing
a
big welcome.
Lou
Martin, the KSWA wrestler. Did that sound like a sort of
the face of Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Sunday.
All right.
Okay, it's
So
the Lou and
Lou,
John show.
if you're listening on the radio, you need to go look at the video because Lou has his belt right here. Heavyweight champion, KSWA. No, that's not a competing radio station. None of our boss. That is tell us about that wrestling organization, actually.
It's the
Lou.
Keystone State Wrestling Alliance.
Okay.
We next year we approach our 25th anniversary.
Get out of town.
Yeah, so
wow.
Yeah, it's these knees feel those 25 years every day, I can tell you that much. But we're not just a pro wrestling organization. We really love to be involved in the communities we wrestle in. And then on Saturday, December 7th is our big FanFest holiday toy drive. We've been doing this probably, I think it's our 16th year.
Wow.
We've done the toy drive. And it's in conjunction with the Allegheny County Department of Human Services Holiday Project. And I would say we probably have raised about 15,000 toys since we've done this toy drive in conjunction with the Holiday Project. So something we're very, very proud of.
Lou, has anybody ever showed up at the toy drive and they have an action figure of you yet?
No, I'm still waiting for that.
All right, so
and that might not make it into the bag. I'm just going to say. I'm being totally honest.
We got to get Santa's elves on that as they're retooling up there in the North Pole.
Santa, I do not want a cell phone. I just want a figure of myself.
Right, the face of Pittsburgh. Right, we need an action figure. Right,
I know.
So
Just
I
give
feel
them
like
the pose and everything.
I love it. I feel like Pittsburgh is becoming, we're becoming more and more known. We have different sports. It's not just football and baseball. The Riverhounds really helped with soccer. And we're seeing so many different, even like Gaelic football and things like that. Wrestling is like the sport. Western PA, first of all, for wrestling is one of the biggest in this, right, in the nation.
Very huge. I mean, Bruno Sammartino, that's all you got to say. I mean, when you think of pro wrestling, he's the first name that comes to a lot of people, especially locally.
Right.
And I like to say, everybody you run into when they say, oh, you're a pro wrestler, I have a Bruno story. Everybody has a Bruno story.
What's your Bruno story? Are
well,
you glad I asked that?
Yeah,
I can
it
tell.
is. So every December as part of this toy drive, we bring in a wrestling legend. So we've had Bruno Sammartino at our events when he was alive. And then Bruno and another wrestler who helps run the organization, he said to us, he goes, you're doing studio wrestling proud for what you're doing every day. So that was kind of one of those moments. So
wow.
You kind of got the approval.
Well, it's like a message down from the gods.
Yes, the dawn of wrestling gave us the approval of what we're doing, that he was so proud of that, and we were kind of keeping that tradition of studio wrestling going. So.
That's very cool. Now, you are, again, holding the heavyweight champion belt.
Yes.
What is the classic, what was the round that made you the champion? What was the move? A figure four leg lock, elbow smash?
So I do a move. So I used to be a bad guy.
Okay.
So I've since kind of
you saw Santa.
Turned over the leaf.
Okay.
Yeah, so I used to call my finishing move the death certificate when I was a bad guy. But we'll just call it the face plant now since I'm the face of Pittsburgh.
Oh, nice.
So it's kind of just grabbing the guy's arms and driving his face into the mat.
Johnny, get over here.
It's just a little face. Johnny, John's not going to do it, so we need you to do it.
And every so often, when I feel froggy, I'll get on the top rope and flip off.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Getting a little too old for that, but I still do it anyways.
When was the first time you ever did that? Like, were you...
I mean,
at home, like doing it safely, like you don't recommend.
I probably did it on my sister a few times, over the years. The siblings are always great practice.
For sure, yeah.
And where do you guys wrestle?
So the Toy Drive FanFest event is at the American Legion in Sheridan, right, basically across from Langley High School.
Yeah. Okay.
So
that's so Pittsburgh. That is so Pittsburgh. Like it's right across from it used to be.
Used to be, yeah. I think all of our high schools no longer exist anymore.
Right, exactly, yeah.
But so we have most of our events at the Langley American Legion.
Okay.
I'd say we probably have 5 to 6 there, and then we travel quite a bit. So we do a lot of fundraisers for schools, youth organizations, local fire departments. They were looking to raise money. So, like I said, that's the community part that we're really proud of.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
And it's awesome when your community recognizes you, right? Like you're the guy on the street, the regular next door guy, and yet you're doing so much for the community, and you're doing what you love.
Yeah. And I was just recognized by Pittsburgh City Council. Lou Martin Day was October 19th.
Oh my God!
No kidding!
Yes.
How do we
know
that?
him, Santa and Lou Martin.
Right. There's no cause.
That was a humbling moment.
I bet.
That's super cool.
That's wonderful.
So once again, the toy drive, though, you're looking for new toys,
new unwrapped toys.
Okay.
Yeah. So our fans have just been great. I mean, you should see some of the toys. I mean, just top notch. I mean, as Santa said, we have gotten a PlayStation donated at our events before. But, we just get I mean, just bags and bags of toys. The fans just keep bringing them in. It's like you're pretty amazed at just the generosity of everybody. It's really, really humbling.
And how do people, what's the process? People just drop off there that day?
Yeah, or people drop off and then people also coming to the event. So it's kind of, as they kind of come in, they'll bring their toys, find their seats, get ready for a great night of wrestling action. We do a lot. We have a huge basket auction. We do giveaways. It's kind of our fan appreciation night. Like we have Rugged Ronnie Garvin. He's a pro wrestling legend, so he'll be in attendance that night as well. So
huge fan base for this.
Yeah, we got six great matches set up. This title will be defended in a fatal 4-way match that evening. So.
Sean, where are we on December 7th?
This is a heck of a workout, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
I bet.
Should I get in there and challenge
he's
you
like asking for a friend.
I'm looking at my calendar. Rachel says December 7th.
I mean, if you want to come down, we'll get you in there.
Thank God it's the local 2 Christmas party, because it was going to be a scary time. It would be and no Jagoff. So we've asked the question of the day. You've heard us ask this, but before we get into that, where can everybody find you, follow you, all that good stuff?
So KSWA.net is the Keystone State Wrestling Alliance official website. I'm myself on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, X, Twitter, whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
TikTok. So KSWA Wrestling and myself, Lou Martin, we're on all those social media outlets.
I love it. And you do such good for the community. So thank you so much for doing that.
And we will vouch for you to Santa that in case he wasn't paying attention, which I think he always is, that you've changed to be a good guy. You're the Pittsburgh face.
It took a long time, but I finally got there.
Yeah. You saw the beard.
I did.
Right.
All right. So when can we hear Christmas music coming out of your place? Please tell me you're with me and you're not doing this whole thing all year round.
It's definitely after Thanksgiving.
Right. Thank you, Lou. Us wrestlers, we stick together. We know it's up.
Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday.
Yeah, same. I love turkey. Yes, same. Yeah, don't let it go away. No. Did you bring us a junk drawer gift that does not require John falling off of a seat or a face plant or anything like that?
I was going to bring a steel chair and hit him with it, but I thought maybe not. So I brought Ric Flair.
Stop it!
Woo! Right, woo!
So Ric Flair will now be in the trunk.
Judged a costume contest for Halloween, and the person who dressed as I can't talk. He just won't stop wooing. The woman. It was a woman who dressed as Ric Flair was the best one there. Remember?
Oh, at the Halloween party.
Halloween?
Yeah.
Did we ever give them their gifts?
Yeah. Oh no, they never claimed them.
Oh wow!
You're in trouble now.
Just out of ourselves. Santa, don't listen.
Anyway, Lou Martin, thank you for what you do. Make sure that you guys check out all this information about December 7th. You're doing good things for toy drives, and there's quite the wrestling experience, so make sure you check it out. Next up, we are going to talk with the one and only Miss Freddye, and you're getting your 412 dues delivered on site. Stay with us on YaJagoff Late Night.
Welcome to People's Clean Hydrogen Pilot Program. Here sits no ordinary container. It's a drop-in unit that transforms natural gas into clean, cost-effective hydrogen that can provide you with affordable, safe, and reliable energy with as few emissions as possible, removing carbon and making a product, not a pollutant. So no, it's no ordinary box. It's a powerful decarbonization tool, and just one of the ways Peoples is innovating the future of energy.
I've been thinking that Rohrich Automotive needs a new jingle.
Rohrich Automotive got the best cars around Pittsburgh.
Driving a Rohrich, I bought it at Rohrich. Picked up my new car at Rohrich Automotive. I got friends at Rohrich Automotive where the staff is nice and the dealership's loaded with brand new cars. And you can drive real far.
What we love about this corner, there are at least 6 or 7 churches all within a 3-block radius. Why, you may be wondering? Well, speaking of that steel industry, all of the immigrants who came here and especially landed right here to work in the mills, especially from Eastern, Southern Europe, they all built their own churches. They really were cultural hubs. They were places where you could meet people who understood you literally because of your language, but also culturally. And here we are in the present. This looks a little different than it used to. Shops, food, drink, But Pittsburgh, true to form, always likes to pay homage to what came before. So if you see tucked back behind me up here, the smokestacks of what really made this community what it is today.
It's Rachel and John. One more segment of Late Night here, and this is a fan favorite as well as a John and Rachel favorite.
I mean, we've been wanting to have her on, but she's so busy because the one and only Miss Freddye, who needs no introduction, she's not only one of the best blues singers we've ever heard, but she is a nurse, and we have gotten to chat with you plenty of times about all the good you've done. We've seen you perform at so many different light up nights. We've seen you at my dad's place at Johnny Angel's Ginchy Stuff. You have a connection to the breast cancer world. You are constantly in the community, and now you're here with us. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Now are you part of the Light Up Night festivities?
No, I'm not.
Well then shut it down.
Santa fixed that.
Shut it down, yeah.
No, but this is the first time I get to go as a spectator.
Okay, yeah.
You know, I used to take my oldest and then my youngest when they were very little. And so it's like, I actually get to go.
That's a great
I actually get to walk around and I can shop.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
Yeah, I'm limited.
And downtown is at its finest, right?
Yes.
For light up nights. So there you go. But you're constantly doing something. What are you up to? You have a pretty big performance coming up, do you not? What did I read most recently?
Oh my gosh, where like the song goes, where do I begin?
Where do you begin? Yes.
Let's see what's coming up. Well, this weekend coming up is the Pit Stop Lindy Hop, and that is like a international thing. It's like 3 days of music, jazz and blues.
Yep. And
my band, Miss Freddie's Home Cooking Band, is going to be doing the midnight to 3:30. So we're talking about Saturday.
What?
And everybody's like, how do you do that? I said, I used to work nights, so that doesn't bother me.
Sure. Yeah, you're used to it.
So we're doing that, and then the next big thing, I'm doing something at Steamworks Creative.
I saw that.
Yeah, for the Spirit Station.
Okay.
Headed by Pastor Greg Spencer on Tuesday.
Okay.
And he brings in different, musicians to do that every Tuesday. And then December 7th, Jimmy,
After you go to the toy drive.
Yeah, after I go to the toy drive. I'm with Jimmy Adler and friends at Moondogs for his Blue Christmas.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, and
that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it always is fun. And I love singing with other musicians when it's not my band, because then I can just do my thing.
Yeah.
And don't have to worry about anything. And the big thing that's coming up is the Motown Showdown. I am so looking forward to doing that. That's going to be December 29th at the City Winery, Pittsburgh, Smallman Street. Starts at 7:30. So I tell everybody, please get your tickets now.
Get them for stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
Right? They can be good Christmas gifts.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, wow. And who's all involved in that? The City Winery.
So it's a production company out of Chicago. I first met them. They contacted me last year to do a Christmas show at the City Winery, Pittsburgh, and it was a big success. And so they are traveling now to like Nashville, Memphis. I think they're going to Florida, Chicago. And and I hope I don't pronounce her name wrong, Jay Bryan or Jay Briani Productions.
Okay.
And that's who's putting it on. So it's nice to be recognized outside of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's totally
cool. Well, you are literally one of our favorite performers, and we have had the honor of introducing you for probably 10 years at different stages.
Has it been that long?
Almost 10 years because we've had the show for 9, and we've gotten to see you whether it's Picklesburg, whether it's Light Up Night, whatever stage you have been on, and it is such an honor because you represent Pittsburgh so well. So thank you so much for that. Now, you are going to sing a little song with us in honor of Santa Claus, but before we do that, we have our own live version of the 412 Do's from our friend Sarah at Visit Pittsburgh. So check out this commercial and then stay with us on YaJagoff Late Night.
Welcome to People's Clean Hydrogen Pilot Program. Here sits no ordinary container. It's a drop-in unit that transforms natural gas into clean, cost-effective hydrogen that can provide you with affordable, safe, and reliable energy with as few emissions as possible, removing carbon and making a product, not a pollutant. So no, it's no ordinary box. It's a powerful decarbonization tool, and just one of the ways Peoples is innovating the future of energy.
Mancini's Bakery, 97 years in business and still getting better. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you will see various Pittsburgh personalities like Gretchen McKay, Super Bowl MVP Santonio Holmes, KDKA's own Mary Hours, and WPXI's Jenna Harner, learning how to make the famous Italian twist bread. Follow Mancini Bakery on Instagram and Facebook, and remember to ask for Mancini's.
Hi, I'm Sarah Kovash with Visit Pittsburgh, here with your 412 to-dos for the week. No surprise, most of the things are very holiday related. This weekend, Saturday kicks off Light Up Night, which is one of the biggest events in Pittsburgh. Downtown's going to be bustling. There's going to be tons to do, multiple tree lightings across downtown. There's going to be live music, including local acts like Meeting of Important People, Joe Gushecki and the Housebreakers. The House Rockers. Oh, God, sorry. I'm all tongue-tied today. The Fray will be performing. There'll be food trucks, fireworks, all of that. And, of course, with Light Up Night comes the opening of the People's Gas Holiday Market. So there will be all sorts of vendors downtown that you can start your holiday shopping with, and they'll be there through the end of the year. The Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium also recently started Wild Illuminations, which is their kind of reimagined version of the Asian Lantern Festival that they've done for several years. So this will be very similar, lots of really cool illuminated displays there. You can also check out Phipps Holiday Magic, which just started out. That'll be going through January. So they'll have lots of holiday flower displays as well as mystical creatures and their winter flower show. And then Friday kicks off Glowland in Oakland. Friday will be the Glow Ball, which will be the event to kind of start it for the season. It's going to have a Studio 54 theme. There will be cocktails, dancing, all of that. And then through mid-December, you'll be able to see their glowing installations and artwork that they have. And then this weekend, you can also see something non-holiday specific. You can see comedian Mike Birbiglia. He'll be downtown Saturday at the Byam Theater. And then looking ahead a little bit later, December 11th, Mariah Carey will be here, the self-proclaimed Queen of Christmas. So if you want to see her holiday show, she'll be at PPG Paints Arena for that.
Welcome to People's Clean Hydrogen Pilot Program. Here sits no ordinary container. It's a drop-in unit that transforms natural gas into clean, cost-effective hydrogen that can provide you with affordable, safe, and reliable energy with as few emissions as possible, removing carbon and making a product, not a pollutant. So no, it's no ordinary box. It's a powerful decarbonization tool, and just one of the ways Peoples is innovating the future of energy.
Mancini's Bakery, 97 years in business and still getting better. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you will see various Pittsburgh personalities like Gretchen McKay, Super Bowl MVP Santonio Holmes, KDKA's own Mary Hours, and WPXI's Jenna Harner, learning how to make the famous Italian twist bread. Follow Mancini Bakery on Instagram and Facebook, and remember to ask for Mancini's.
Miss Freddye, thanks for joining us. Where does everybody find your original songs?
You can find my original songs on Spotify, YouTube, and all the other music platforms and iTunes.
In the meantime, Rach, in honor of our special guest, what are we going to do?
A little jingle bells, Miss Freddye. Hit it.
Yay. Ready? Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh. Over the hills we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells.
See you guys all at the holiday parade, YaJagoffs, October 30th, 10 o'clock, block at Northway.
Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse